Man, how the hell is Peacemaker gonna finally win over Harcourt, man? I mean, that's gonna be a difficult task to accomplish. Just beat a few dudes up and you got her? Damn, fellas, we better take notes.
Am I right, Marvin? Up top. Hell yeah.
Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today, this one's going to be doing a review for Peacemaker, this one's going to be doing my weekly review for this week's episode. This for Season 2, Episode 3, titled Another Rick Up My Sleeve. No, I did not mispronounce that, that is actually what it's called. Instead of another trick up my sleeve, it is another Rick up my sleeve. So, good lord, man, this was crazy, this was good, this was a really good episode. We had a lot of stuff happening. We had a lot of action, we had a lot of battles, we had a lot of funny moments. I mean, the episode, honestly, it really took you through a just hell of a journey, man. So, obviously, we're kind of spending a little bit more time, obviously, in this, different version of, kind of what's going on in this, multiverse and stuff. And we kind of get to see a little bit of, obviously, Chris interacting with Harcourt, of course. He's trying to make things right. Obviously, in this version, she's with Rick. So, obviously, things are a little bit different. You got Rick that's, like, basically following them around and stuff like that. He's kind of like making a fool out of himself in front of the office, and he's kind of a little clumsy with it. He's knocking over trash cans and he's doing all this shit just so he can get a peek at what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Because he kind of gets the idea that, something's happening there. So, yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. But, they get to talking and stuff. They go out for a hot dog. She puts too much mustard on his hot dog. And he's like, no, it's fine, I do not like mustard on my hot dog. I'm one of those. I don't know what it is. But anyway, to each their own. I only like a little bit of mustard, on my hot dog. If any, honestly. I'm more of a, ketchup and relish type of guy myself, but yeah, he takes the fully mustard up version and goes for it. So while he's eating his hot dog that has way too much mustard on it, they're basically sitting there at this bench kind of talking, and he tries to kind of get things started up with her again, you know what I mean, which can't say I'd blame him, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think anybody would. But anyway, so he tries to get stuff started with her. She's kind of not so sure if he's going to break her heart again. They're kind of on a texting basis, you know what I mean? But then they kind of catch up this episode. And she's not so sure about it at first. And then, the Sons of Liberty then start attacking and bombing the shit out of the town. And it's an insane scene. I mean, like, they literally almost get killed. They get blown back, and then he asks her if she's okay, and he's like, listen, I'm gonna go, take care of this. So then he does, and he becomes the hero, in front of everybody, like per usual with Peacemaker, and he goes in there, and I mean, when I say that there was some good action, it really was, like, he took something and put it in this guy's ears and pulled him up the fucking wall. He literally took a gun, flipped it upside down, and shot people that were coming through the hallway. Like, the shit was insane. The choreography and the action in this episode was incredible. It was absolutely amazing. And it was, without a doubt, my favorite action scene this season, let alone, honestly, on the entire show. It was really good. And then, obviously, we have, the bomb that's going to go off, the explosives that are going to go off, and they're kind of waiting for it to go off, and then he stops it, and you're kind of thinking, like, is he going to blow up? And you're like, okay, they're not going to kill Peacemaker, but, you're like, how the hell is this going to happen, And then it doesn't go off. At the last minute, he did, disarm it, and obviously he saves everybody there. And he walks out there, basically taking down this helicopter with him, and the helicopter crashes and goes down, and then he walks out there, and then, Harcourt's looking at him like, oh my god, like, so, yeah, I think it's safe to say that he definitely has her if he wants her in this version of things, so, yeah. Awesome to see. Loved the battle and the action and all that stuff. It was really good, and I thought it was awesome. Now, we still have interactions with him and obviously his brother. He's kind of just not sure how to talk to him still, obviously, and he's just saying, like, he's like, yeah, like, what if you weren't here? And he's like, I'm always here, that, I love you, and, kind of those moments with him and his brother, I always love. I think they're always really great, and just focuses on the emotional side of things, of course, with, him and stuff, and it was all really, really good. Now, they're obviously trying to catch this bird as well, too. This is kind of a side plot, obviously the eagle, and they're trying to, do anything they can to take the thing down. Well, you've gotten this one which I thought was pretty interesting. Michael Rooker that joined the cast, which that was really cool. He was briefly in the episode, briefly at the end, and he's, obviously going to try to take the thing out and stuff like that. So, really cool to see Michael Rooker. I mean, Michael Rooker is always an incredible actor. Obviously, he's big in, Walking Dead and Guardians of the Galaxy and, a lot of other projects I've seen him in. He's really great. So, it's good to get him in the DCU, admittedly. To get Michael Rooker on board, I think it's really good. And I look forward to seeing more of him because I'm sure he's going to be major coming up here. But they introduced him in this episode as well, too, which was really good. I liked seeing that. And then, obviously, another massive moment that we saw in this one, which we have our Cheeto-eating frickin' guy over here that came back, which I kind of figured he would. We have the return of Judo Master in this one as he's kind of sitting there in the back of this van eating some Cheetos like per usual, and he makes his grand return, and, he's like, fuck, so that was awesome. But yeah, no, loved it. It was a really entertaining episode. I was honestly just, I wanted more. I wanted the episode to be longer, admittedly. It was only like 35 minutes, so it was a pretty short one, but man, it was good. It honestly might be, I'd say, it's my favorite episode of this season so far, 100%. I would give this episode a perfect 10 out of 10. I loved it. All the scenes were great. I love the back and forth between Harcourt and Chris. I love their dynamic. I really do. I think it's really great, and I honestly root for them. I really do. And then, honestly, I mean, the action just honestly did it. I mean, the helicopter explosions and the gunfights and the camera angles and the way they did it, it was incredible. And then, obviously, getting a lot of those kind of returns and yeah, no, it was awesome. This episode was genuinely top tier. Honestly, top tier Peacemaker in general, season 1 even included in that conversation. So, very good episode. Very much enjoyed it. 10 out of 10 for me. I had no issues with it. I loved it. And, I definitely look forward to seeing where we go with episode 4 next week. So, if you're new to the channel, guys, and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click subscribe. Don't you miss any of the videos. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys. And, of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos for Peacemaker. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies hit a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a street fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.